What's poppin' YouTube? It's Maximus the Forex Trader. Um and we're back with the weekly review. We missed the week from the 18th to the 22nd or whatever, but we're gonna do from the 25th to the 29th basically. And if we zoom out, you can see that Euro is in a level 3 drop. Don't mind the extra background noises. Um, level 1, level 2, then level 3. Let me zoom back in. Let me fix this right here. So we're level 3, right? So what we're looking for is a stop hunt high drop. Like, yeah, the dealer didn't pass the 200, but that don't mean anything because he already didn't pass it in level 2. You got me? 2 times. Once right here, and then the second time right here, how he came back short and closed back down, and then didn't reset, and then went for level 3 right here, this whole level right here. So for level 3 you could trade both ways, but in all reality you're mainly looking for a trade going up, and if you're gonna trade it going down, you gotta trade it at resistance level basically. Let me move this. This belongs right here. So we have the red. I'm on my Android. So we have the red retail trader trend line, then we have the box level, and then we have our horizontal trend lines. So the dealer opened up, right? We're looking at the hard rate. Although he didn't pass the 200, that don't mean nothing. Because we're still looking for a stop hunt low rise. It's better to trade it going up than going down at this point because of the 3 level drops basically, and how I say the market moves in threes basically. 3 level drop and then the peak formation, how he can sometimes give you that extra peak after level 3. He can extend it a little bit more, probably for like 70 more pips for an extended head. And I'm gonna make a separate video on that, basically explaining level 3 and peak formations. But so the dealer opened up, new week, didn't pass the 200, but on level 3, so we're looking for some type of W pattern. It's not really showing you anything. Like, yeah, he had like a shift low, and then he had like a double doji leg W, but we want to see something. We want to see something like a little bit better, especially at level 3, some type of shift, and going up, because you can always catch the a trade later, basically like a some type of spike candle, and okay, is that's why I say you have to map your resistance, support, especially in an uptrend, from a previous data, because the dealer can come back around, and that's what it was too. He came back at a previous support area, you know what I'm saying? For the 3rd time he hit support, and then retail trader support basically at level 3. Then you could take that going up. You got me? You could take that going up. Wait. Yeah, yup. So basically the reason why I put this here is because you would want to put a pending order if you know that you're in a buy trend level 3, and you're at a previous support zone, a major one, where the dealer came down, and then he bounced off that support level. Then, and you seen this right here, two or three hits to the low, then you could put a pending order right here around this area and take it going long, you get me, you would have got your 45 pips. And the good thing about this is that you can catch two or three trades, sometimes even four, it depends, but four is already pushing it, for these type of trades, because these trades, you mainly realize it, you mainly expect it when the dealer gives you a spike candle, well, basically a wick. But if you see three hits to the low, especially after a shift candle, and the dealer shifts up, he can come back around. You can put a pending order, and then take it going up. Or if you're seeing it in real time, you could have waited. If you didn't feel like putting the pending order, you could have waited for the next 4-hour candle, and who knows, he could have came back down again like he did, and you could have took that going up that way too. And basically, you can wait because you can come back a third time too. You get me? If you know that you're in a strong uptrend or downtrend, depending on which direction you're in, then you can put the pending orders confidently. You got me? Especially at some type of nameable pattern zone, which is basically support of retail trader trend line, the red line, and then support of a previous zone and this week. Then you could take that going up basically. And I want to talk about kind of trend trades because in level 3 you can trade both ways, right? How I told you that. So we would have won both of these trades. Bear with me as I go because I'm explaining as I go too. You got me? So I might pause for a little bit to explain myself, but make sure to rewind the video because it does make sense. So we had a push to the upside of resistance, and then we had a pin at resistance and of the box level. You see the white trend line, and then at resistance of the retail trader trend line. Like if he starts throwing you wicks up there 2 or 3 times, because if you don't shift fast, then it's because he can recorrect himself for 45 pips. You got me? Like level 3, he could bounce up and down 2 or 3 times like zigzag, and then he can go up later. You got me? That's how you would have traded that. That's really a kind of trend trade, but the correct way in level 3. You got me? Because he could have just shifted higher. You got me? He could have shifted higher. He threw your pin. It was Friday already. He could have he recorrected the books. You feel me? We went short. He hit all the stops from the middle of the week, but we go for 45 pips. So basically, this right here is more of a pending order. This green candle to the right, because so I'm gonna re-explain it. We know in the uptrend we had a touch of support of the retail trader red trend line, the way up, and not the box level, but we had a touch of support from a previous trend. Basically, 3 hits to the low, flat. You get me? Flat line. You put a pending order because we know the dealer can come back 3 or 4 times around the same area. Depends. You know what I'm saying? You know where the market's going to, and then you take that going up, and you could do it one more time. You get me? You could do it one more time. Put another pending order and go take that going up. Then the dealer shifted. You know what I'm saying? We're at a kind of trend trade, but level 3, like I told you, you can trade both ways. At least you could kind of trend trade at least once. The dealer went to resistance of the box and resistance of retail trader trend line. He threw you 2 or 3 wicks. You take that going low. It's Friday. He's gonna recorrect. You get me? And he did. And that's why you want to trade a euro dollar this past week. Now I'm gonna go to Australia, New Zealand. I did really good this week. Honestly, it was past week, and I'm gonna have another awesome week. So the dealer did a double reset, right? Australian dollar, because I was coming off a buy for the past 3 or 4 weeks. This is level 1, level 2. So the dealer, he did a reset, but notice how I told you, we're gonna speak more about the 200 locks basically in a separate video. This is just a weekend recap. The dealer didn't close below the 200. He closed back above the 200 and the 50. You know what I'm saying? Basically seeing more buy trend, and that's what we saw at the beginning of the week. Looking at the hard rate, the week opened up the dealer closing above the 200, but we expect a pullback. You got me? That's one of the pullbacks. The second one, basically a hammer candle. Then you take that going up. You wait five pips. The next candle, and you would have took it up. Took it going on this candle open. You get me? Always make sure to plot your support and resistance of the horizontal, like I said, just like that. But wait, let me delete this. Okay, let me see. So you take this trade going up right here. You got me? Then we had like a big W pattern. How we had like a big W pattern. The hammer closing above the 200. The pin. I'm saying we're gonna close above the 200 and the 50. You take that going long, and late in the week, you know what I'm saying. How we know he can come back around. We'll look at the heart rate. We're at resistance, you know what I'm saying? But we're not really gonna kind of trend trade that because how we know we're in an uptrend, so we're just waiting for him to pull back and see what happens. We always stretch your in the uptrend your support, you know what I'm saying? And once you notice him like start closing on the 200 and near the retail trader red trend line, not passing the 200, confirming more of these two pins, the rejection, it closing above, and you see him, the second leg of the W, start closing more above with a doji, then you can take that, you take that the next candle, you got me? Wait. You wait your 5 to 15 pips. I say wait 8, right here, and then you take that going long. You get me? You take that. You see your W, basically the dealer closing above the 200. Your doji second leg. You wait. You get ready in the next candle. You wait for a little pullback inside the candle. I'm saying 8 pips and go long. That's how you would have won that trade. Those two trades that week on Australia and New Zealand, and basically confirming more trades going up. Pound Australian. So pound Australian, as you can see, we had 3 levels of drop. This is level, like the reset level, and then level 1, level 2, and then level 3 right here. And then we have the red retail trader trend line. You get me? So we're gonna zoom in and see what happened this past week, basically. So new week. The dealer opened up because sometimes he's not gonna always go towards the retail trader trend line, especially if you hit it in the previous week. You get me? Like he'll just make the move. Again, like he'll just shift, pull back. You know what I'm saying? And if he gives you because we're in a downtrend, right? We're going into level 3. This is level 2 right now. If he shifts, pulls back and gives you wick candles to the high side in a short, in a sell trend, then 3 dojis, you can wait for the next. It's basically like an M, you got me, at the next level. Triple doji second leg, you know what I'm saying, double doji second leg, you can take that on the next candle. You wait your 5 to 15 pips and you take that going short. That would have been 45 pips. Off rip, you get me? And then once you would have won that trade, because how support now turns into resistance, how we're heading into level 3, basically. So we want to see him like, okay, yeah, because you can like hit support and then pull back a little bit. But if you see him pull back and then not close above the retail trader trend line support, basically giving you a wick candle, that's basically telling you more short, you get me? And then level 3 is going to be more valid. So what you want to see him do is shift into support, making it to resistance shift, right? And then pull back because he can pull back to the same area. Wait, sorry. He can pull back to the same area, 5 to 10 pips, and then shift, and that's what happened. They would have took that going low. You get me? You would have anticipated. You were like, all right, he's not pulling back up crazy, so most likely he can come back on the next candle, touch resistance, and go low for a last kiss trade, and that's what happened basically. And he can come back another time. You got me? Don't sleep on that. Even though like yeah, like he's gonna go short. He can come back. He could put a pending order. Yeah, like right here, this could have been your pending order. Could have put it right there. And he could have shifted low then. You got me? Hey, and if basically okay, boom, that would have been a pending order. You can catch a fourth trade where you see the dealer throwing you hits to the high but not shifting, 3 to 5 hits at the high resistance right here. You could have taken that going low. You get me? Especially after all those wins, you could have risked your 12 pips. I'm saying that's one of those rare moments where you traded going low, and I'm saying you would have backed those pips on a Friday, chilling. This is a good week, basically. For trades, basically like 2 to 4 hits to the higher low. I'm saying, and this was a last kiss type of trade. You could have used these 2 trades right here, the last 2 for pending orders. Not really pending orders. The third one, yeah, but then this one, you've seen the second leg of a second leg. Like I'm saying, big old M. So that's our pound Australian for this past week. Basically from the 25th to the 29th. 25th? Yeah, 25th, 29th. So we're looking at, let me sit right real quick. So now we're looking at Australian dollar. One moment. Let's go to macro view. So basically with Australian dollar this past week, it's coming off a reset, so we're kind of looking for long trades. Let's go ahead and go to the 4-hour. And there wasn't really too much going on, but it was tradable. If you notice, if you notice the retail trader trend line right here, in a buy position, basically pointing towards the upside. If you notice all the candles closing above the 50, so what you're really looking for is false M's, or like, you know what I'm saying, some type of W pattern. We're gonna go ahead and discuss this. So new week, like yeah, the dealer pulled back, right? But it's tradable, but you wouldn't want to see double doji. You get me? Especially how the dealer gap, like yeah, you could have traded it, but it wasn't really like, especially how that gap was there. It's like you kind of want to take a trade that you know the possibility is gonna work out more for you. It's because you could have waited for a pullback. You get me? Some type of pullback. You could have seen the dealer give you a wick candle right here, right? And then you put your pending order near that same wick candle, and you take that going long. You get me? And that's how you could have won that trade, or you could have seen it happening in real time. You get me? Like false M, basically rejection as support, because we're in an uptrend, and you could have took that going long. That's how you would have won that trade. And he can come back around, I'm saying, the third time, like for a little retouch. You get me? Especially how you see him, how you see the dealer closing above the 50 EMA and the previous support, the support trend line right here. You could take that going long. And then the dealer, how he hit the previous support trend line, and he went long. You could have waited 5 pip, because especially how he didn't go near the 50, he just touched this previous support area and just went long, didn't even bother at the 50, you can wait for a pullback 5 to 8 pips, and you could have took that going long, and that's how you would have grabbed those 3 trades for Australian dollar this past week. So now we're looking at Swiss JPY. So let's look at the daily. Don't mind this little green line there. I don't know how to get rid of that. I don't know why that's there, but don't mind it. So basically, Swiss JPY, you can see we're coming off a reset. Then we had level 1, level 2, and there's like this peak. It's not really peak, but it's level 3. It could go short, faster than expected without a peak. Extended level 3. You got me? But who knows? We're not speaking about that week yet. It's still it's happening in real time. I'm speaking about what happened previously. Okay, so if we know Swiss JPY was in a buy trend, so we was looking for trades going up. But wait, let me put this trend line here. Wait. Okay, so this was our retail trader trend line. And remember how I told you in a buy trend, or so, well, this case in a buy trend, you got to mark previous support, these white trend lines, horizontal trend lines, and that's how you would have grabbed this week's trades, by doing that. And basically, the market opened up, we had a new week, but since we're looking for trades going up, you want to wait for him to stop hunt low rise, and we had a touch at the previous support. I'm saying wait one moment. So we're kind of basically looking for like a W. You got me? A W pattern for the dealer to not close below the 50 or go near it. So if you see him give like the first leg and then like an apex and then a pullback, then you could have taken that. You could have taken that on the big blue on the blue candle for the pullback. Or you could have waited here too. You could have waited 5 to 10 pips, and you could have taken that going along. So that's how you would have grabbed the first trade. But since we know we're in level 2 and we see lots of wick, you can put a pending order. You got me? We would have put a pending order. At least 5 pips in between this last wick candle. You got me? And boom, you would have activated that. You would have won that. And you could do it at least 2 times. You get me? If you catch the first trade without no pending, you can do it 2 more times during the week as a pending, and you can grab those 2 extra trades. You get me? Sometimes it is that simple. You get me? That's why I say to not stare at the screen too much, because if you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. That's the power of studying. You got me? And that's how you would have won that trade. You would have won those 3 trades this past week on Swiss JPY. So moving on to Australian Swiss. Yeah, like let me mark this, because I was supposed to mark this. These are basically pending orders. You get me? Based off wicks. Very easy stuff. If you know what level you in, and you're on top of the 50, not even just the 50, but if you know what you're looking for, you'll be fine. Okay, so Australian Swiss, strong buy trend, level 2. You get me? How we had this is most likely level 3, coming for level 3. Then we have level 1, level 2, buy trend. We have retail trader trend lines right here, the red trend lines. So we had a new week, right? We had a new week. We was already coming off a stop hunt. You got me? So we're kind of looking for it to go long, but kind of pull back. So we had a first wick, right? And then we put a pending, how the dealer, he's shifting up, showing, I'm saying, going through the real direction. He pulled back, gave you a wick. We would have put a pending, and it would have activated. You get me? Especially above the 50, how we seen him throw your wick above the 50. In this case, in the uptrend, then you would have put a pending and took it going long. You get me? how we would have put that second pending, especially how we had like a shift candle not closing below the 50, back down below the 50 or to the support, and how the dealer he just came back a second time, you know what I'm saying, because we expect him to come back a second to three times, and that's what happened. You could do it two times after you first catch it, you get me, or two or three times, you get me, um depending if you know what's going on. You got me, below the 50 in the downtrend or above the 50 in the uptrend. So that's, you could have caught these three trades off a pending. Basically, you would have you would have seen him to show him your hands early. You know what I'm saying? We knew it was on the uptrend. He bounced off retail trader right here, red trend line, support, going long, close above the 50, pulled back, gave you a wick. Didn't go near the 50 again, you know what I'm saying? And you could have caught that pending, put another pending. You see him shift, throw your shift candle, don't pass below the 50, you know what I'm saying? Good pending, activate, you know what I'm saying? Then one more time to be a little cocky, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to risk, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more, and you would have won that. That's how you would have won Australian Swift, just based off those pendings. So now we got dollar CAD. Oh yeah, no, I didn't do dollar CAD because it was just a little weird. There was only one trade, but it's really kind of undecided, like undecisive. But the rest of the pairs were good. You get me? On average, you're gonna catch at least three trades per pair a week. You got me? And I only look at 7 pairs max. I might trade out dollar CAD, but the rest I do look. And that was basically the weekday breakdown of October 25th to the 29th, 2021.